I would like, if I may, to take you on a strange journey.
Alright, so we got the new part. Just comparing it and matching it to the old part. There's going to have to be some adjustments done. Looks like some of the bolts and throws are a little bit longer. I'll have to see. I don't know. But we'll do some measurements and then we'll try and get started on it. Alrighty, we got measuring and stuff, and it's really close to being how it is. We've got a spacer that we took off the old one we'll have to put on the back. We're adjusting to make sure that the throw on the front that pushes against the back plunge of the master cylinder, and now all we got to do is we'll take this off and move it over here at the same throw distance. So we'll see how that goes, but as you can see, no feeling in the fingers. It's probably 25-30 degrees cooler today than it was last week when we did this. So love Ohio. We'll keep working. Alright, so we got that part. We've got the clevis on there. Got it all adjusted to the same throw distance as the other one. Hopefully everything's going to work. Now we're going to try and take and set it in here. So we will see how all of that works. See if we can get it all down in there, and let's give it a shot.
I'll get the gun.
Yeah, it had a spacer, so we got to try and put this spacer on and fit it. Alrighty, so we got it in, got it all set up. I don't have the tinning put back on it yet, and that's going to be a little difficult getting that all readjusted and trying to stretch it back out where we bent it so bad. But I'm going to start it, and we're going to see if it's got any brakes. Nope, going clear to the floor. Nothing there. Well, I'm going to try and move it a little bit, so I'm going to let it charge the battery here, and I'll move all the tools out of the way and everything and see if we can check it then. Alrighty, so this is where we are. We got the booster on. I've adjusted it as far as the push, the throw, as far as it'll push in, and it just gives me basically a coaster brake. There's no way I would drive this with the way it is right now. So on the nipple on the end that goes to the back of the master cylinder, I'm going to try and adjust that out just a little bit to give more throw into the master cylinder itself. So if that doesn't work, then I guess the next step would be to replace the master cylinder, but I do not have the funds to do that. That's just not feasible, possible in any way, shape, or form. So if it's that, then the GO4 may be setting for quite a while, because any money that I do have, I'm going to put into the Flossie trike for summertime rides. So we'll just try that and we'll see where that leads us.
The world has been left broken. From this torturous hurricane, from this torturous hurricane, broken. The world has been left broken.
So here are the old brake pads. As you can see, they're pretty thin, and we went to get the parts, and as we got the parts, and these are the new ones, really nice and thick, and these are metallic. The vehicle is, we've already done the curbside and adjusted to where the toe, so I can get some the camber was off a little bit, so I got the toe set on it better, so at least that's more up and down. It could go another turn, but another turn would put it close in. The bleeder for the actual attachment for the brake line is rubbing up against the front flywheel on the pulley. And so we're going to start on the second one here. So anyway, we went up to get the, when we've got the tire off and get ready to do it, we went up to get the brake pads, and I told them what year it was and what it was for and what model and car it was supposed to be made out of. So the parts for the motor are a 97, but the parts for the transmission and suspension, the actual drivetrain itself, is a 1990. So at least I know, because the ones they tried to give me to fit those pads were huge for the newer car, and this takes the smaller ones. Now we're still not anywhere as close to doing the front brakes. This front end is a real pain to take off. I do not have a metric or foot-pound torque wrench to be able to do that, so we're going to do the two back, and we're going to see if that fixes the throw on the pedal for the brake. If not, then it's the only thing that's left is the master cylinder. So we'll get some shots of this, and we'll keep going. And if it wasn't for this guy right here, this is Hollywood. He's freezing out here. I'm stripped down and whatever, and he's frozen up here, but that's Jeff. That's my buddy. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have anything or be able to do anything. So looks like he's going to go rob a bank. So we'll keep going.
The world has been left broken.
Alrighty, so we got this side on, got the brake assembled. Batteries ran flat in the other camera. Pain level's so high in my brain right now, my speech and hand coordination's off, so I'm definitely going to have to take a couple of muscle relaxers. But we got that on. I'm going to put the wheel on. Now, I don't know whether this will fix the problem or not. Putting on the brake booster, the vacuum booster, helped, but it still didn't have brakes enough to where I would trust driving it. So now that we've got new brakes on the back, the front still needs to be done, but like I said, that's going to be a choice thing. It's a little difficult. I have to get some tools to be able to do that. And flat out, with the money that I spent today and the money that I owe, if it needs any more than this, it may not get to run this year, unfortunately, because any other money that I have is allotted for the flossy trike, for the summertime ride trike, so that I can do longer trips and car shows and stuff. So we'll get it done. Jeff's in there. Hollywood Jeff is straightening out the tool situation, so we're going to get this put back on. I'm going to run it around a little bit and see what happens. Alright, so we got it back together. I ran it up and down the road. Okay, when I changed the vacuum boost cylinder, it did make a difference. It still is going clear to the floor. All the adjustments are out, so there's nothing that I can do anymore there. Alright, then when I put new brake pads on the back, that made a little more difference. So it will lock them up, but I really have to stand on it for it to work. Other than that, they're just like little coaster brakes. So the next thing we're going to do, and that'll probably be next week if I'm not dead, is take and go and pull the front assembly off and put new pads on that and see if that makes any difference. If that doesn't make any difference, the next step would be to do a master cylinder, $300. It's just not in the cards. If I use borrow that money for that $300, then that cuts me short for the summertime trike, and I just don't know if I want to do that to Flossie or not, because I need this daily, but I need the Flossie to get out and make the long trips and go up and see Matthew and all those people and stuff. So, all right, we tried. We'll see what we can do next time. See ya!
Damn, that was annoying.
The world has been left broken.